Welcome back, everyone. This is Frank, Whiskey Charlie 0 Oscar. I'm over here in Yorba Linda, cleaning my car out, organizing it, charging, using my Explorer 150, charging my homemade battery with a charge controller to keep my refrigerator cold, my Dometic. And it's doing awesome. It's giving me about 6 amps. The refrigerator easily sucks up 2 to 3 amps per hour. So it's definitely going to give me another day. But today I wanted to put this braided wire, as you can see over here. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And it's not a bad job. It's not great, but good enough. Let me wipe myself here clean. So I got this one. This, and it says right there, you can barely see it. Let me see if we can read it from over here. It says grounded braid for RF. This is 1 foot. This is an outback wilderness. The holes on this side of the metal is too small, so I cut it in half, and so it's more like a crab looking connection. I don't know, like if it was a wrench looking, right? And I unscrewed this and I put that in there. That's nice and tight. That's not going anywhere. This is nice and loose, by the way. Okay. And supposedly we do this to lower down the RF interference. And then this one, unfortunately, I had to cut this one. So what I did was I cut right here, which might have been too much actually. Should have cut more over here. But anyway, I cut here and I punched a hole, and that's what this is right here. Not a great job, but good enough. I guess I could unscrew this and tint this, but it's in there. It's nice and tight. Maybe I should do more of a nicer job. I'm trying to clean this. I'll tell you what that is in a minute. So to make sure that this is working, because I don't know if any of this is being transmitted, like in this hatchback, right? One thing about this hatchback, I guess we can talk about that a little bit. Again, this is a 24 outback wilderness. One thing that I couldn't use the diamond antenna was I couldn't put it here. That's plastic. It would have been awesome if I was able to put it here and then it had some metal, but this thing is not. And there's I guess this is where it's the plastic and this is the metal. And I couldn't put it over here. It's too thick, and this is plastic too. And here, I think it would have been too high, I think. Maybe I could have done something here. Maybe, huh? But I wasn't thinking. I have a video that shows you how to do that. You have to take out the panels and all that. But okay, so I got this braided wire to give me better RF performance. I'm getting pretty good performance right now. This is the Comet. If I remember, I put it on the screen. But unfortunately, I had to take this apart because for whatever reason, the RF ground doesn't touch these other pieces, and again, won't touch the overall base, right? So I had to take it all apart. You can watch my video. Here's a shunt that's parallel, which is really nice. This does help keep the SWR lower for the little tar heel and my choke, necessary for a vertical antenna. Now all this work on the braid, if you don't have the braid, if the braid's not doing anything, then it's useless. So I got this Ames digital multimeter at Harbor Freight on sale. Very inexpensive. Not the $5 one though. All right, so if you go over here, you'll be able to hear it. I already got one clamped right there. I'm gonna put this one here. Right, that's a connect. That's one connection, right? And then this one, the paint is chipped off somewhere here, so that works. See, because if I go here, there's paint, and it won't go with paint. But this is a little bit shaved off here, so there's a connection between there and there. Now, if there's a connection from here, from here to here, then there has to be. Let's see if there's a connection to the screw here. Yep, okay, good. That's one thing. And then this hook that I have right here for the hatchback. And it works. See that? There's a connection to the body. And then to the base of the antenna here. It does work, see? Maybe not that, but here and here. See that? And I think here too. Yeah. So, it's working. And then when I close it, it does pretty good. I'm surprised. I'm gonna close this. And it has a lot of wiggle room. And it won't touch this. Oh, what am I doing? It won't touch this, right? This is the gasket, so the water won't go through. So when I close this gently, right? It will close nicely with no issue whatsoever. Now, this is a copper braided wire that's tinted. So it's not steel, supposedly. That's how they're made. There we go. Okay. It's fickle. There we go. All right, that's almost done here. Then I use this compound. This OxyGuard antioxidant compound for connectors, and it says right here, instructions: apply OxyGuard to wires and work in with wire brushes or emery cloths. Apply liberally to both connectors and conductors. And that's what I did. This I was able to find at Home Depot, and this is what they give you to lube your little tar heel, or the big tar heel. And where did I put that? Yes, right here on that. So it gives it, a little bit of antioxidant. And then right there too, a little bit hard to see, I know. Again, not the best. And I'm gonna put some more on there, probably. But I put enough there so that, and it's copper, so it's gonna oxidize on the surface, right? It doesn't oxidize and then rust. That's the cool thing about copper. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna do it on this side. Then again, maybe I could, so that I'll do it for my VHF antenna. But and I think I'm gonna do a better job than this. But I was just so curious to do it. I kind of like have a sense of what I'm doing there. Do a better job in cutting that up. But for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test my SWR for my little tar heel antenna and see if there's any difference. And I might have to retune it. I want to retune my little tar heel too. And as you can see, it hasn't been it's been maybe a half a year that I tuned it. So what a great opportunity to do it again. So I have a little Tar Heel 2 with a comment. That's a mount, a comment mount. And over here we have the Rig Expert. This one is the Stick Pro, and it will be able to read the antenna at 14 megahertz, right? 20 meters. And then little Tar Heel, the little Tar Heel 2, that antenna comes with this device, which is a device to bring up or down the screwdriver. One end is a wire that connects directly to the little Tar Heel 2, but it has a choke at that end, so there's no interference, like electrical interference on the wire, so I'll do good there. And then on the other end, it has a battery. This battery is a Bioenno, 12 volt, 3 amp hour, 36 watt hour, BLF 1203AB. You can use any 12 volt battery to power this, to power the screwdriver antenna. Okay, so I'll be going up and down, trying to adjust the antenna the way I like it. So this right here is AntScope, and AntScope works very nicely with the Rig Expert. So the antenna is connected here, and I'm running a USB-C cable, and so the USB-C cable is here. I turn on AntScope. AntScope recognizes my Stick Pro, and here we are. I type in a frequency that is close to what I need, which is right here. And then I double clicked this area right here. I double clicked here, which gave me a number 1. And that number 1 is a marker number 1. It's at 14349, very close to 14350. And an SWR 1.3, that's what I'm having right now, which is not bad. And then the second marker that's right here, right? The second marker, I know it's not easy to see, 14301, that's very close to the Maritime Mobile Net, which they're very nice people, very friendly. And you can see that it's at 1.70. And you can see the ohms right here. Yes, it's not very easy to see, but you get the idea now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on this continuous mode. Okay, and what that does, it's sampling. How many times? Well, sufficiently. I think, first of all, it's not going crazy. It's staying where it's supposed to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the switch, up or down. I'm going to go up first. As you can see, I guess, let me see, it's going, the frequency is getting bigger, so I guess the antenna is getting shorter. And now it's at a different lower point, and at 14.3, right, which is, I'm going to stop continuous, maybe let's do a single. Okay, there we go, which will be number 3, right, no, right here at 14.349, it's at SWR 238, way too far, way too far. And of course, this bottom part, definitely I want it very near 14.350, but I think I want it more closely to 14.3. And we'll talk about why. I'm going to lower down the antenna. No, I'm going to make the antenna longer. Right here, I'm going to press this button. This is up and down. I guess this is down. I'm going to just press it a little bit. And then you can see that it's moved. You see it's moved over. but still we want to go more. So I'm going to click on it again, and look at that. Okay, let's clear this and then do a single point, a single pass, and you can see again there's line marker number 1, right? It's not really at marker number 1, but close enough. And at marker number 1, right? Let's go here. At marker number 1 at 14,349, it has an SWR of 107. Not bad. And look at the ohms. The ohms are at 49. Very nice. At 14,301, which is very close to the maritime mobile net, we're at 137. So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to try to do, is I'm going to try to move this hump more over here, so that because I like to be around 14,300, right? 14.3 megahertz. I could probably use a tuner at this point, and it'll just flatten it out very nicely. Like if I had my FTDX10, it'll flatten it out. The FT991A will do that as well. My FT857D will not. So I'm gonna have to just adjust it. So I'm gonna try to adjust it more. And again, I want the bottom part to be at and it's not, see? I want it to be at where this marker 2 is. And as you can see, marker 2 at 14,301 is 1.67 SWR. That's not bad, is it? And at the end of the band, right, which is marker 1 right here on the second run, 14,349, the SWR is a 1.47, which is not bad. I might leave it there, which is not bad. I usually like to be at 14,311, 14,307. Let's see if I move this over, right? There's 14,310, 1.21, right? And at 14,280, which I usually am not. I don't go too much below 1330, but 1428, look at that, 1.06. Maybe increase it just a little bit. Here's the problem, is I barely touch it up or down, and it's not, you see that? Ooh, that one wasn't good. Let's try that again. Here, let's clear this up. Something must be passing by nearby. Here we go. See that? I'm gonna go a little bit. Single. Look at, whoa, too far. Let's clear that up again. And then we're gonna go down. I'm trying to hit. Sometimes you gotta press this very, very lightly and quickly. And you saw that. I did it very quickly and lightly. And, oh, well, no. It hit over here still. 14,280. Let's try this again. Trying to move it up. Nope. I think what I'll try to do, try to move it up. Here we go. And then one long press. Okay, that moved it a little bit more. Let's clear it. I know. Doesn't have to be perfect. I get it. Let's see where it's at. I just went crazy on that. Oh, okay. landed at the same place again. Let me see. Yeah, it's landing right there at where's that at oh, now it's different. 270. Oh, here it is. Also 280. That's at 1.08, and the place I want to be 14.3 is 1.5. Okay, I think I'm going to play around with it a little bit more. I was able to move it over just a tad bit. And you know, if I definitely wanted to be doing digital, I would have to move this even further to the left. So one thing about screwdriver antennas is that they have, they're narrow. They have a very narrow Q. If you can get a tuner, right, you can definitely flatten that out and have a much better much better range. But you got the idea here. I'm gonna try to see how it sounds with the new braid. But again, I put a new braid. Maybe my RF will get a little bit better. I don't know. I won't find out until I activate a park and get to see if it performs any different. I might not see any difference, but I did see a difference in the wave here. It was a little bit off, but then again, I haven't tuned the screwdriver antenna, the little Tar Heel 2, for like 6 months. So the adjustment now could be, it's just that it was off all this time, or the braid is doing something, maybe, and maybe I'll have less, more RF ground, right? Okay, I hope that was interesting, and if it was, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe. Thank you for all the people who have supported this channel, and I hope you have a wonderful day. This is Frank, Whiskey Charlie, 0 Oscar. All right, bye.